Attachment theory and emotion. How does attachment type influence how we perceive emotion? Initial work on attachment type has been credited to John Bowlby in his research of infant-mother attachment. He identified 5 species-specific attachment behaviors, including sucking, clinging, following, crying, and smiling. Mary Ainsworth, a colleague of Bowlby, continued to work on infant-mother attachment, where she developed the Strange Situation Laboratory experiment. In this experiment, she was able to identify 3 attachment types, including secure, anxious ambivalent, and anxious avoidant. During the strange situation test, those of a secure attachment were typically happy to explore and interact with the new environment even in the presence of a stranger. They did become observably distressed upon the carer leaving the room, however, upon the carer's return, would return to a calmer state. A reduction in exploring behavior did occur, however. Anxious ambivalent attachment was associated with a general aversion to exploring, in addition to an uneasiness directed towards the stranger. They were prone to aggressive outbursts upon the carer leaving, which also occurred alongside a further aversion to exploration. Anxious avoidant attachment, like anxious ambivalent, typically demonstrated an aversion to exploration, although observable avoidant behavior was directed towards the stranger. This avoidant behavior was also directed towards the carer upon their return to the room, and was at a greater extent than originally directed towards the stranger. How do these attachment types influence how we perceive emotion? Research has shown that secure attachment is associated with greater control of fear and distress, a reduction in anger, and a greater emotional control and improved ability to social interactions. Those with an anxious ambivalent attachment have been seen to display greater levels of fear and distress alongside lower levels of joy, a propensity to internalize problems and negative emotions, as well as have a higher rate of experiencing these negative emotions. Anxious avoidant was associated with greater levels of fear and more negative emotions, less emotional control, as well as less social ability, in addition to greater levels of aggression. If you would like to learn more about attachment type and emotion, please follow the Wikiversity link in the description, where you can find a chapter dedicated to this topic, as well as many others covering motivation and emotion. Thank you.